Good morning and welcome to day 3 of ISE 2017. We're here in Amsterdam with our friends NEC Display Solutions. We're in Hall 5, stand R24. We have a very special guest with us today, Sam Losar, who is the CEO of YCD, or YCD Multimedia. Now, Sam, you've had a change of ownership this year. Let's just cover that in 30 seconds very quickly, because you've been running as a business continually, nothing's changed.
Sure.
But the middle of last year, there was a slight change of ownership. Just to cover that in 30 seconds.
Sure. So around April of 2016, with the change of ownership, for many years our company was owned mostly by hedge funds, by venture capital, and during the April timeframe, it changed to new investors. So basically, the only thing that changed is the ownership in the company. Same structure, same customers, and growing.
Okay. Now, for those who don't know, YCD has always been one of our favorite software vendors, and when we're looking at anything to do with large screens, they're a #1 choice. They're up there with some of the best other digital signage software vendors for that stuff. And of course, people may not know this, but the world's largest advertising billboard, Times Square on the Marriott building, is all run by YCD software.
That's correct. We're very proud of that installation. What's so unique about that screen, not only it's the largest LED, and the size is very important, but YCD is driving that screen as a synchronized video wall, and that allows our customer to segmentize the screen into different zones, to sell advertisements in different zones and sizes, a lot of flexibility on a very large screen.
Yes, so if anybody ever goes to see this, it is well worth having a look at. You can see that there's actually, in many respects, there's lots of mini billboards inside a giant building. It's not the world's largest LED, of course, it's the world's largest outdoor advertising site, but it's very impressive, and I don't think any other software from any other company can actually do that.
Thank
you. You also do, so that's actually an anomaly in some ways because there's advertising, but your focus is transportation, retail, and corporate. You're well known for transportation, very well known for AT&T and other flagship stores in the US.
Right.
You've also done a great install recently in Orlando Airport. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Orlando Airport decided to implement a very large system, includes over 700 screens. But what's unique about it, it's not the number of screens, but the fact that it's a very large canvas that is being, the space is being sold to the airlines.
Do you how does this, you say it's a large canvas, there's 700 screens, but are you synchronizing them in some way?
Absolutely. So all of the screens are synchronized, and using tooling in our software, the customers can parse data from different databases, from TSA to ambience to advertisements, flight information display, mix it onto templates on that big canvas. So there's a lot of flexibility, and it's actually, I would say, revolutionary in what you see in airports. Usually you either see a flight information display or advertisement. And this is a mix of any content that the customer would like to do.
Well, the exciting thing is, because anybody going to Infocom this year will, because Infocom is the year where it's all in Orlando, we've got to see that. So let's hope that we get some good Twitter from you and some press releases about the whole thing. How do you win that business, though? Who do you actually sell that to? Is it the airport owner?
So in this case, the end user is the airport. And they were looking to create that experience, powerful experience. And what helped us a lot was the Microsoft Store. So they looked into who implemented those large, sophisticated video walls at the Microsoft Store, and they got to us. And we work very closely with the content agency that is using our tools to create that experience. So it's always a combination of software, agency, content, and of course the rest of the ecosystem, the displays, the hardware, etc.
Now we interviewed you here this time last year, and some things have changed. You're saying they've changed for the better, which is good. What's your takeaway from ISE this year? Is there any differences to last year you see, or?
Sure. So it seems that the show is larger, more exhibitors in all areas, including in software for signage. To me, what's amazing is the LEDs. We see more and more LEDs, higher resolution, indoor. We also see it through customers. We have more and more customers that are implementing LEDs inside their facilities.
The show itself, you do Infocom. You're going to do Infocom in June just to see your own installation in Florida, I'm sure.
Sure.
DSE, anything else you do?
No, these are the shows. these are the shows that we visit and participate in.
Would you say this is the, I mean, you're an American, based in New York. I mean, you come all this way for this show. Is that important to Americans to come here?
I believe so. I mean, obviously, Infocom and DSC cover a lot of the manufacturers in those shows, but I think that going to shows in Europe and in Asia, always a chance to see more manufacturers, more technologies, so it gives you a wide view of the industry.
Is there my last question for you at the moment now, is there one thing that YCD will be announcing this year that we should be looking out for? A technology thing or a new project or a new win or a new installation?
Sure, so we're always working on new project, expanding installation with existing customers. In terms of product, we are highly focused on the content creation area within the tools of the software. So more HTML5, more, we call them data pipes, to parse data from more external sources, and also scalability. For us, scalability means not only to drive more location, more screens, but to be able to bring a lot of content onto those screens and manage it. So that's our direction. We stay very focused in terms of verticals, in terms of product, and in terms of focus within the high-end portion of signage.
We look forward to those announcements, and we look forward to seeing you at DSC and Infocom. Sam Losar, YCD, thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.